And we are back for some more Elevate Pro Wrestling action here on Uprising. And we have the fabulous, the fantastic Effy.
This guy makes me sick to my stomach.
I mean, he pretty much slumming it down here as I think, he kind of thinks of it.
I mean, New Orleans is a pretty distasteful city, but I mean, I know I didn't book this guy. I don't know how he got here.
Effy is bringing a ton of energy to this audience here tonight. And, I mean, look at him. He's eccentric. He's just...
There are small children in this audience. They do not need to be subjected to this kind of vulgar act that this man displays.
What, it's just a grown man in fishnets.
Listen.
Who gave him the microphone?
I hear it, and a lot of you guys are on
Grimace
the
in the
train,
ring.
and I love it. And for everybody else, I know, I get it. I'm in your town. I'm a little different, a little weird, a little effeminate. But I can tell you something. No matter what your beliefs are, no matter what you do, no matter what your life is, we can agree on one thing in this room. And it is that Snake Serpentico has held the Elevate Pro Championship 600 days too long.
How dare he talk about our champion like that?
I mean, going to call a champ
And
out.
I'll tell you this, there's a lot of really good competition back there. But the last time I was in this room, what happened? I pinned Serpentico 1, 2, 3 in the middle of this ring. I should be holding that belt. But it's a non-title match. Let me
Who's
speak
this guy
to the
coming
Snake,
out
a
here,
non-title
crybaby,
match.
complaining about
doesn't
something
worry me.
that he doesn't even
All I
deserve
gotta
or belongs
do
to?
is keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, because
And
he
pin
got a
whoever comes
non-title.
out
He was
here.
lucky to get a
And
non-title
I am
match.
begging tonight, begging for some real competition, some Louisiana competition, something real to take me to the limit. Can I get it from the office?
Citywide announcement. A level red situation is in effect. All
I don't know whose music this is, but
evacuate immediately to your designated zones. Repeat.
Introducing his opponent,
Well, clearly Grimace knows who it is.
representing the 337. He is Braxton Hunter.
Man, should be a
I mean, he doesn't look that pleasant of a person, so maybe he deserved it.
What we know about Braxton Hunter, he's a local homegrown product. Seems to have some support of the local fan base until he pretty much told his mother to go, I don't even know if I can say it on air, but go something herself off in front of a live audience. Now to me, that's not how you talk to your mother. It's not how I grew up. I'm sure that's not how you grew up. Maxwell.
No, it's not. I mean,
I don't have a lot of respect for the kid, but hey.
We have one hell of a matchup ahead of us right here as Effy looks to take out...
now, does everyone need a microphone today?
Effy, baby, I didn't mean to come out here and interrupt you.
Then why'd you do it?
But I heard you talking about winning the Elevate Pro Championship. You need to be the Elevate Pro Champion. Well, I beg to differ. See, my tag partner's not here tonight because he
I'm
had
not
bigger
sure
things
this
to
guy
worry
knows
about
it, but
than
we
come
actually
back to
only
this
have the
crap
building
hole
to a
named
certain
Sicilian.
amount of time.
But
We're going to run over
As I'm,
now, and that's going to be a problem.
that's cute, real cute. So
Yeah,
I'm
clearly
not
the
walking
crowd
around
doesn't
back
like
just
you either.
hanging
So
out.
can we speed this up a little bit?
It's bad enough we have to watch
Really
both these men wrestle,
undeserving piece
let
of
alone listen to both
garbage
these men
as
talk.
our number one contender.
Nobody else seems to be
Enjoy
interested
watching
either.
that.
And me,
Thank you
as
very
a
much.
proud, honorable
I'm not going to say that
man,
Effy isn't an
cannot
extremely
let
talented. Listen,
that go lightly.
yeah, he came in
So,
and he pinned the champion.
What do you say?
Non-title match.
You put that number one
Didn't win a
contendership
championship.
on the line
He
right
got
now.
lucky. People get
So
lucky.
I
Sometimes you're
can
off.
become the real
Sometimes you come in and something
champion.
happens and you're not on your game that night and it happens to plenty of athletes.
do it.
I'm not going to say Effy
Let's
isn't
do
a
it.
talented man. But to come into Elevate Pro Wrestling and think that you're entitled to something, to think that you deserve something, that's a whole different story. No, you earn your keep here at Elevate Pro.
I mean, it seemed, and then here's another problem with our referee here. They're coming up with contract stipulations in the middle of the ring.
He just threw the shirt at the referee, George. And
what?
No,
you know, I've never in my life thought I'd say this, but I'm kind of happy to see Mr. Vega trespass in our arena tonight.
You know, this idiot has been bothering me for months for an opportunity. I'm not really happy with the job that our senior official, George, has been doing.
now he's got a microphone.
So I told him to go on out there,
Braxton.
give the guy a little bit of a break,
You thought
as he's going to
you're
let
gonna have
everybody
some fun
else
tonight?
know.
Is that what you said earlier this week?
George,
You're gonna
I
have
think,
some
has
fun
really been
tonight?
overworked.
Well,
I
me
don't
and
think
my
he's
friend here
able to
like
officiate a
to
match
have
of
some
this
fun
magnitude.
ourselves. Oh, by the way, that
I
jacket
think it's
that you
time for
had.
him to take the night off.
Wait, are you telling
Twiggy.
me he is a licensed
standing right there,
official
Brian.
right now?
Well, I mean, open your eyes, Devin. You can see the man has a striped shirt on.
If you did your homework and
Standing
actually
right
watched
there.
and followed the product and paid
standing right
attention
there,
to the
red
product
hair,
and
come,
were
leather
around
jacket.
for meetings and things like that where we talk
Anyway,
about the product,
anyway.
you would know that in the state of
Really cute.
Louisiana,
Actually, the reason
you cannot
Brandon Law
actively
isn't
or
here
physically
tonight,
be in
he
a
thought
wrestling
he was
ring
going on a hot Tinder
without a
date,
license.
But turns out he was going out
I
with
know
a
he's
girl
a
from my
licensed
600-pound
competitor,
life. Give it
not
up for-
signed
That's that,
officially,
baby. Wait,
but
Listen,
I didn't know he
just
had an
because
official
you've lost your job
My friend,
several times doesn't
You've been
mean that
running
somebody
out
else
here
can't
all
get
night
that job
reffing.
done.
Take this match off.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would
that's
love
technically
to see
why
this.
George is
There's gonna be
getting
a
overworked
special
because
guest
you couldn't hack it as a
referee.
ref. Wait,
And
does-
it is
doesn't he have an
J.C.
issue
Vega. Good job, my friend. Go.
with
Just go.
Braxton?
Just go. Just go.
but that's
You're
what that's
talking
what's
about
called
a
being a
guy
professional.
That talks to an imaginary friend. I'm sure he's got issues with every single person in the audience.
That's quite possible.
But I mean, it's called being a professional, being able to coexist with people you don't get along with. That's being a professional.
Here at Elevate Pro, we are about granting opportunities. The kid asks for an opportunity. I'm letting him try out as a referee tonight.
So is Twiggy helping officiate tonight?
He's an outside enforcer, I guess.
Correct.
Okay.
It's been a rough road for Braxton Hunter so far here at Elevate Pro Wrestling. A lot of ups and downs for this young kid. Trying to find his way, trying to find his identity. You know, he's in a tough position tonight because a loss to Effy takes you completely out of the picture. A win puts you in a perspective over a guy who just beat the world champion.
Well, I mean, they were literally making contract stipulations that if Braxton won, he would get the right to Effy's assumed #1 contendership.
I certainly didn't sign off on anything like that. But listen, if Effy's that confident, if he's that overconfident that he can just walk in here and make his own rules, then you know what? If he loses the match, he gets what he deserves.
A lot of arrogance being shown here by the young man. I mean, he just slapped Effy in the face and just stood there arrogantly.
I mean, that's a good descriptive word. Say it one more time.
Arrogant?
Third time's a charm.
Okay. Wait, what? Vega, what's happening here? Wait, okay.
Is what the
I don't know what that was, but all right, back to the action.
Effy trying to undress the ref. Undress the ref. That's how by surprise it took me. Took my words out of my mouth.
Nice arm breaker there. Wrenching it in there.
And here's a guy in Effy that, honestly, you have no idea how to prepare for a match with him. He comes from a background with so many different styles. Not only is he a decent technical wrestler, not only can he do the mat and the groundwork, but this man has involved himself in some of the sickest, goriest death matches, some of the most violent escapades I've ever seen with my own two eyes. It's amazing that the man's standing here today with all of his limbs intact. I'll give him credit for being a tough SOB, but again, he has a lot to prove here at Elevate Pro Wrestling, and you just don't run your mouth and expect things to happen. You win, and you win your opportunities. And if he doesn't win here tonight, then everything he said, everything he's boasted means absolutely nothing at the end of the evening.
Headlock in the center of the ring here. Referee Vega paying close attention. Shot to the midsection. Another one. Effy breaks the hold. Whips him off. Huge clothesline there. Dazes Effy a little bit. Into the corner. Chop to the chips.
It wasn't too massive of a chop because it doesn't seem to have worked on Effy at all.
I don't know, but I think Effy likes this.
Very possibly so. Like I said, Effy is a very sick individual.
Effy just told him to do it harder. Effy is excited about this.
And that's got to be extremely frustrating.
Effy, he's not going to
A little
like this
payback?
as much as you did.
A little payback. Oh! Again with the biting of the protrusions. This is not the first time we've seen him do that in an Elevate ring.
These are the kind of problems are exactly why we have a commission here in Louisiana.
And
where you have to have a doctor and a medical official on board because God knows where that man's mouth has been.
Apparently on the chest of Braxton. And a backbreaker. Just
devastating backbreaker.
He just... how do you explain that?
You just let it speak for itself. It's on the permanent record.
I thought that backbreaker would have done a little bit more damage to the lower spine, but Braxton seems to be just perfectly fine.
Wait. Second thoughts there by Effy. Vega headed to the outside, trying.
So far, Vega's doing a good job reprimanding Braxton
telling
for being
you,
outside the ring. He gave him a 10 count. He's not listening. He's not responding to the count.
I mean, like I said earlier, like you brought up, doesn't Vega have an issue with Braxton? Well, it's...
here we go. Effy gets caught with a European uppercut.
Doesn't look like he caught all of it, but he got just enough of it to throw him off balance.
What is
not sure exactly what he's trying to do here.
What? I don't know what this
trying
is.
to hang
unorthodox
Effy
style
in the
here
ropes,
by BR
but
or BH or whatever his name is.
That was a little messy there, whatever it was. Kick to the midsection. Elbow to the midsection now. Vega giving him a count.
I mean, Hunter shouldn't try and jab his mouth to the crowd. An audience member already popped him one on his entrance. He really shouldn't be talking trash to the crowd.
Yeah, at this point, you should definitely remain focused on Effy at all times, because just because you have... Oh, and look at that cocky pin.
What exactly is a 337 anyway? I thought area codes were a big thing during the hip-hop revolution back in the 80s.
90s, too. 504 boys, stuff like that.
He's like 3. He doesn't know about that.
Thought he was 12.
3, 12. Again, not old enough to make a decision.
He has control of the situation. And here comes Effy.
This is why you need to maintain your focus on a man like Effy, because at any moment he could strike back and take you right off your game.
Lackadaisical cover's not going to get the pin.
In the perfect count speed from JC Vega. Again, showing that no matter what your personal feelings are, you should be able to do things professionally.
Hey, maybe this kid's got a future.
What do we got here? He's just taunting Effy and just playing with... You don't toy with Effy.
What was that word you used earlier?
Arrogant?
There you go.
Runs into a boot there. That's what I'm talking about. You do not toy around with a man like Effy.
Big kick to the face.
Oh, here's going to be
another
that
unorthodox move.
Beautiful maneuver here. 1, 2. just gets the shoulder up. Is he chewing gum?
I mean, or he's. I mean,
Or is he trying to regain feeling in his jaw from that kick?
He is from the swamp, and cows usually chew.
There's no cows in the swamp.
It's Louisiana. You never know what you find in places.
What type of cow?
It's a swamp cow.
What type of swamps you been hanging around?
It's a swamp cow.
Now that you say it, I believe it could be a possibility.
Neutral rats.
Surprisingly enough, Braxton Hunter is in control of this match so far.
Not anymore.
In between Effy's legs.
Well, I'm not sure if that's a place he likes being, wants to be, or is trying to get out of, but...
A move we saw earlier, perfectly executed by Lacora, somewhat
Roll up.
executed by Braxton.
Those were two. Up. Super
Super
kick to
kick
the
didn't
chest.
get everything. I think he blocked his hand.
Again, taking his time with Effy, clearly not learning his lesson, because every time he kind of slows up on Effy gets back up.
It's obviously,
to-
Matt,
Oh,
that the crowd
here we go.
just
Just
isn't following exactly
playing to the
what
audience.
these two men are trying to accomplish tonight. Not much of a reaction from the audience about either competitor so far this evening.
There's
more of that arrogance here. Spinning slam. Maybe it. No. A kick out.
Honestly, I've seen more excitement at a tractor pull.
I think he's asking the ref where he is. He may be a little dazed and confused here. Looks like Effy going for a surfboard type maneuver here.
And here's the problem for Braxton Hunter. You had an opportunity to put Effy away. You were in control of the situation. You didn't get the job done, and now you're giving Effy an opportunity to gain his wits back, to gain his momentum back. And once that ball starts to roll, and it's a pretty crazy ball from what we've seen so far, I think Braxton Hunter is in a world of trouble.
Both of these men now trying to get a second win here. Back and forth. Right hands. Effy to his feet first. Both men still going back and forth. Rights. Forearms now. Effy.
And there's just the experience, taking control, showing you exactly why he is the type of competitor he is. And here's the other thing about Braxton Hunter. As of late, he hasn't been much of a singles competitor. He's relied on help from other people. He's relied on help pretty much his entire life for somebody to get him to the next level, to get him somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now he's forced to do it on his own. How is he going to respond? How is he going to handle?
Clearly struggling being alone at ringside tonight against Effy.
Both men in the high rent district here. Up. Belly to belly suplex all the way from the top. Crashing
Not sure
to the
who
canvas.
that move took more out of. Both men down. Both men unable to respond.
Vega giving a count. Both men non-responsive so far.
I mean, clearly Effy's moving, so he's not non-responsive.
To the count.
Hunter, the first one to make it to his feet.
But that may have been a mistake into a triangle choke here.
This could be a submission maneuver. If he gets it locked in, it could be the finish of this match.
This is a maneuver used in MMA to put out your opponent. He may be fading here. He's close enough to the ropes where if he just gets his wait, he had his foot on the rope, and it looks like Vega kicked it off.
Again, Vega doing his job as a pretty damn good official tonight.
It's at the referee's discretion on whether or not he allows the there he is for the
Roll up, 1, 2. 2 count on a fast count there.
That was a perfectly normal count.
Another
3 count.
A fast count.
Yes.
The ref's
Vega.
calling it a 3.
Perfectly down the line, straight down the middle. JC Vega, sir, is a clearly a competent referee.
Apparently, JC Vega might have a future as an official in Elevate Pro Wrestling. I'm proud of the job he did tonight. Nonetheless, Effy gets the victory and goes on to possibly face Serpentico for the championship. Who knows what's going to happen?
What is this? What is this? A fan in the ring?
Who is that?
That's not a fan.
There's a hooded figure in the ring. Wait a minute.
Oh, no,
that's Serpentico.
That's your, mine, and everyone's world champion.
That's the longest reigning world champion in Elevate Pro history. The most valuable asset in the company today right there, showing his dominance, showing you why you don't run your mouth, you don't walk in here, and you don't demand things, because you're going to pay a consequence when it comes to our champion Serpentico.
Serpentico throwing chairs into the ring now. Oh, right to the lower abdominal area.
That's
Serpentico's
that's
about
way
to
lower than
send
the
a
abdomen.
statement to Effy.
Yeah. I'm trying to be PG here. Thank you very much. Oh!
I think Serpentico just told him, talk that trash.
Oh.
That's exactly why you sign a waiver when you walk through the door.
Did we call that move the Nutcracker or something?
I mean, basically, he said, don't.
You call that move, don't mess with my things. You don't come in here. You don't call me out. You don't challenge me. You don't run your mouth. You don't beat me and think that you actually did something special when you caught me off guard.